a man's charisma, his charm, his suaveness, his smoothness. These are the things that will get a woman hooked. First of all, this is Tarek Talks. This is a podcast. So grab a drink, cigar, sit down, and enjoy this audio as I talk about a man's charisma and how it is vital in keeping a woman around for the long run. So a man's charisma, his suaveness, the little certain things about his attitude, the way he carries himself, this is ultimately going to be the factor that will keep a woman hooked to him. This is the thing that will get her thinking about him when she is at work, when she is with her friends. This is what is going to get her talking about you nonstop. This is what is going to draw her in. See, it's not all physical, even though that is a major part as well. But an even more important part, once the physical is established, is that charisma, that suaveness, smoothness, the charm. It's something that's almost intangible, something about your personality. Something about your personality that just connects her. You know what I'm saying? And yes, the physical part is important, but that mental part, when your charisma grabs hold of her mental, this is when it is very enjoyable for both of you. It makes everything better. It makes the passion better as well. And the physical part of it, yes, of course, there is the physical part, how you hold your head up, how you carry yourself, even the way you walk. A woman will observe. Women are extremely observant. A woman will observe the way you walk. And if you walk smoothly, if you have a natural flow to the way you walk, your gait has a natural flow to it, very smooth. And this varies from woman to woman. Not every single woman is going to like the same type of thing. It's what her liking is. But ultimately, it's the way, in terms of walking, the way you move, the way you almost glide through life. You know, that smooth walk that you have. Almost like Denzel, if you've ever watched any of his movies, how he walks. Something of that nature. And yes, it depends from woman to woman, but the way you sway your hips, it gives them an idea of how well you can perform, right? The way you carry yourself, your head is high. You're giving her that direct eye contact. When you're giving her that direct eye contact, she's looking right back at you. And this is more than just eye contact. It gets a little more deeper than that. It's almost a spiritual thing. And I'm not going to get too deep into it because some of you guys are not really onto that spiritual tip, but it is electromagnetic. If you guys do connect, there could be something about you, the way you look at her, the way you give her a little smile when she's looking at you, you give her a little grin. That's sexy to her, right? And then when you walk by or when you're with her, that smell. What's your smell like? Are you YSL? Are you Tom Ford? Are you Burberry? What kind of cologne are you wearing? Issey Miyake, Bond number 9. All of these fragrances, these manly fragrances, when she is on your chest, she is smelling this. It enhances her senses. It enhances her attraction. It's very sexy, right? And the way that you talk to her, you're talking to her in a cool, smooth voice. You know, you're carrying on a regular conversation, but it's connecting well. Something about you, something about your charm, something about your suaveness is making her extremely attracted. And this makes the passion even better. And of course, this will have her thinking about you. It will have her wanting you again. Okay, this is really what hooks her in. What hooks men is a woman that is pleasant, very nice, nurturing, very soft. Her voice is very soft. Now with men, the voice is a little deeper. You know, he might grab her by the hips and pull her in, give her a kiss, right? That little bit of aggression that he's showing, that's what turns her on. That charisma is something that can't be explained. It's very meta. It's metaphysical, something that cannot be explained. But it is your masculinity. It is you just being a man. That roughness, that the bit of aggressiveness, the touch of roughness. And if you have a beard, of course, this adds to it. Not all women like beards, but for the most part, it is something that is sexy the most. A well-kept, trimmed beard is very attractive, right? And this adds to your charisma. The charisma is just you talking to her on a level where you connect. You're sitting down, you're looking at her right in the eye. You know, you're giving her little grins, you cracking little jokes, you're making her feel good. She feels like you're the man. This is what charisma is. She feels like you're the man, and she could be vulnerable around you. She could be feminine around you. She could show a little bit of weakness because you're the strong one in the interaction. And this creates a strong attraction, right? This is that sexiness, the suaveness. You know, you're not rushing too much. You're not trying to impress anything. You're just talking to her in a calm manner. And, you know, when you are escalating, when things are getting hot and heavy, you get closer and closer to her ear. And you start telling her what you're going to do. And she loves it. And every time she gets with you, you give her more and more of your charisma. You give her more and more of your personality. She's smelling more and more of your fragrance, the fresh soap. She's seeing more and more of your style, right? The crisp shirt, the crisp jeans, the nice shoes, nice loafers, nice dress shoes, whatever the case is. If you wear hats, if you got a nice hat on, right? Your hygiene, extremely important. That smell is very important. She gets turned on more and more every single time, and she will want to be with you more and more. Every time she leaves the interaction, she's left thinking about you. And this is why a man's charisma is extremely important, because it is the final touch to a man. It is the essence of masculinity, the charisma, the little bit of roughness, the playfulness, making her feel like she's vulnerable. And of course, in the bedroom, the passion is going to be there. If she is vibing with you on that level, if your charisma and suaveness is connecting with her, if she is vibing with you on that level, the passion is going to be so much better. And she will be thinking about you when she is at work. That's all she's going to be thinking about. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Take care.